PP gate? What happened to the PP? Oh my gosh, I have so much to tell you. Literally so much has happened from the PP. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you. I love you guys. You guys are so sweet. You're so helpful. You're so helpful. Gold star for all of you.
Bye.
Oh, bye light. Light is going to YouTube. Wait, where's YouTube chat? YouTube chat, come back over here. Oh, look, they're here. They're here. Hello, hi, guys. Oh, look at them. Look at those. Look at those little gremlins. Hello. How are you? Oh, Anasta. Hello. Hi. Welcome in as well. Bogag. Hi. Hori. Hello. JPS. Hi. Hello, step chat. Oh my goodness. Hello, Alex. Hi. Oh my gosh. Wow. They're so on top of it. Hello. I'm EP. Oh. Are you from Twitch? Is that what you swapped? You swapped the two? Hello. Oh my goodness. Hello. Oh, unrefined chaos. Hi. Did you just finish stream? Hope you're doing good. Oh, I loved it. I love the little Japanese emoticons that Alex is using. You know, the like little cute things. Also, apparently people don't. No, I shouldn't say this. It reveals too much. Apparently, people don't use XD anymore. You know, the XD, apparently that's loser behavior. Apparently, if you use XD, you're a loser. And I'm sorry, I think it's cute. I think the little like XD and the little things, it's old. You're old. You're unk. Like losers. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I like making cute little faces with characters, okay? Damn, we're cooked. Yeah, apparently someone saw me use an XD and called me unk. I was like, what the fuck? Excuse me? I'm gonna murder you. I'm not unk, okay? I'm young and sexy. Forever. Ever and ever. Never aging. I mostly use ooh, oh, well. See, I can't even use ooh. If I said oh, whoa one time and someone was like, what's that? You're like fucking weird. I don't know. Maybe I watch too much anime, chat. Maybe it's cooked. Guys, now you're just doing all the little thingies. Thanks for trying to make me feel better. You know what? Thanks for trying to make me feel better. I also love the little cat face thing, okay? Also, oh, welcome in, Max. Hi. It feels more emotive than some of the real emojis, right? Like, I know there's emojis, but it feels more emotive. I will say Discord Nitro is very nice. Like having the like little anime reactions and stuff like that in Discord servers, those are really good. I really love using Discord server emotes because they're always very expressive. But then when I'm on like texting, you know, when I'm texting, it's a lot of work to go to the emotion, like the emoji page. It's easier for me to do like one of those little text things. Okay, come on. Anyway, I've been also abusing voice notes a lot. I've been sending a lot of voice notes. It's actually really convenient to me. I like sending voice notes. But then people say it's weird if I send voice notes. They're like, "Are you flirting with me, Carbon?" I'm like, "What? I'm washing the dishes and I have well, sorry, I shouldn't say I'm texting back and I only have one hand free. That's probably a bad idea. That's probably a bad thing to say to someone. If they're like, "Are you flirting with me?" and my response is, "I'm only typing with one hand, so that's why I'm sending you a voice message." That's actually, you know, I'm glad I thought through that before I said that to someone. Whoa, hey, you know, it's easier to send a voice message sometimes than it is to text, okay? Please. Oh, by the way, I want to say I'm sorry for, what are you saying sorry for? Sorry, why is my little running guy? Sorry for missing a lot of my streams? What? You don't have to apologize for missing streams. It's okay. It's okay. You can tune into the space station whenever you have a chance, and that is a-okay. That's why we do the multi-streaming a lot of, is so that there's VODs for everyone. Your voice notes are fine. Thank you. I'm glad. See, at least some people think my voice notes are fine. Change your language to the Japanese. They have some in the keyboard. I'm not gonna do that. That sounds like a nightmare. Okay. Someone was asking, are we talking about the Olympic scandal? Because you see the title and it says PP Gate. Yes, we are. Actually, we're gonna go a lot about Olympic scandals. I have a ton of stuff for it. I have a whole little slide deck. I have to make it a little nicer for a little bit, but it's okay. But oh, sorry, who did that? Wow. Woo. Bwah! Wait, where am I? Where am I? Guys. Bald. Oh, okay. Well. Wow, that hurts. Okay. Well, ow. Okay. Hi guys. Hello chat. Hi. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well after saving your balds for me, I guess. I'm still munching. My goal is to finish this food before I present. Otherwise, I might pass out. That's not good. Janiko, hello. Welcome in. Your first time? Hi. Are you from a short? Are you from a YouTube short? I bet you are. Actually, there are a lot of people who just come in randomly too. I mean, people wander in from all places. I love how your model can capture you chewing. That's true. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to chew quietly. My bad. I know some people have misophonia. Hello, troll. Hi. Yeah, I'm actually preparing some slides to show you guys. I did a bunch of research on Olympic scandals, and I wanted to do a really cool presentation. But I just woke up, so I'm waiting for my brain to like boot up. I'm like a car in winter. I need to churn a little bit. Actually, not true. I have rolled out of bed and done rocket equations, but like that's only when I'm really stressed. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be super stressed. I want to take it easy. Oh. Wow, nerd. You're a nerd. Imagine spending your Thursday evening listening to a guy talk about Olympic cheating scandals, okay? And how you can pull it off scientifically. That's nerd behavior. Are you the first astronaut to be a VTuber? Yes. No, I'm not. Probably not. It's very rare to be the first to do something. I think every single time I've had a good idea, someone has already had it before me. But that said, I can still do it better. So I may not be the first, but I will be the best. That's the plan anyway. Carbon, this is outrage. Why is their text bigger than ours? It's because they were born first, they're growing up big and strong. It's a natural sibling difference. Sorry YouTube chat. One day you'll grow big and strong too, I'm sure. We're the first child. Yeah. It's natural selection. Yo, Twitch, chill out. Guys, you say that like you're gonna eat YouTube chat when I'm not looking. Relax. When YouTube stopped working, we eat them for strength. Okay. Is it survival of the fittest out here? No, not natural selection. I've never seen a spaceman VTuber until you. I really like space. I have a bunch of astronaut stuff going on. Oh, by the way, speaking of space stuff, I got a new space suit design. And actually, let me finish this bite before I tell you, because I'm gonna crash out about it. I'm a little mad about it. I'm actually a little bit mad. Just like literally suffering from success. My steak is too juicy. My lobster too buttery. Okay. So, oh, also welcome in, G. Hello, hi. I actually waved. Why did I do that? I don't have hand tracking. I got like excitedly waved. Sometimes I forget. Yum, 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 yum. Are you eating and drinking? I'm eating right now. I'm eating. And I'm drinking. Okay. All right. You should get a next model. I will. I want to wave so badly. Okay, I'm back. Okay. So this is my little suffering from success story. I am getting a new VTuber model very far away. Like a year away. Like it's going to be a long time. These things take a lot. And you guys have helped. The Carbonauts have been so great. You guys raised so many funds for the space station, and I was able to hopefully fully fund a model. I mean, all the stuff goes back into content. So I saved up a bunch, and I got an artist commission to go get a fancy model for us. You know, it's a very long wait, but I'm really grateful. I'm really excited. So I tried to get you guys a really fancy model, and I got some art previews, because one thing that I was really scared of when getting a new Live 2D model is I was afraid that the model would be ass. Yeah, I think the model we have now is amazing. It's really good. So I have a really high bar of having the next model, right? So I don't want it to be bad. So I was like, hey, can we get a little preview? It's like, you know, when you're pregnant and you like go in for a genetic screen so you can decide whether or not you want to keep the baby. That's what I was doing. So I was like going around and I was asking artists. I was like, hey, can you give me like a sketch before we commit to the multiple thousands of dollars and multiple months it would take to make a VTuber model? Right? Makes sense. I think that's a pretty good plan. Apparently, no one does that. Apparently, that's actually very rare. People just show up to artists and they're like, here's like $5,000. Can I get a VTuber model? Who knows if I'll like it or not? Here's $5K. And I was just like, whoa, I'd rather get my genetic screen ahead of time, you know? So I was like, I'm going to eugenics my VTuber model. Let me check ahead of time. And so the fact that I went out and I asked, oh my God, now the Popo are coming. They keep trying to search for me. They'll give up someday. Anyway, I asked an artist to give me a preview, okay? And they made a preview for my new model. And then I told them, they asked me, hey, Carmen, can I like post this on Twitter? And I was like, well, the design isn't public yet. It's okay, but like, just don't tag me, okay? It's probably fine. Like, it's unlikely that it'll come back to me. I just don't want it being shared in my community because it's not ready yet, you know? Just don't tag me and post it. And then they tweeted it. It went viral. They talked about how their client, me, was asking for a model preview, and then all the other artists were like, oh my gosh, we should do this too. And so all the artists were like, this is such a great idea. And also the art was fire, so that didn't help. So it went viral. And I was just like, wow, okay. I guess this random ass model preview now has like over 150k views. Like, yeah, oh, okay. If you know, you know. Okay, if you haven't seen it, sucks. I'm not showing it to you. But it's not that bad. It's fine. It's hey, I guess that means that people like the art. I think that means people like the art, which is good, which is nice, and they also like the idea. But apparently, I was too revolutionary for my own good. Now all of China knows your next model. Yeah, it's like the Mulan thing. I like woke up the next morning, and I had 3 different messages from VTubers that I knew on Discord, and the Discord messages were like carbon ? And then the link to the tweet, and I was like, fuck me. When you wake up and your oomphy is responding to you in DMs being like, is this you? You know something happened. You should have shelled out an NDA money. It's okay. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's, as long as they don't post it in the Discord server and it's not on stream and it's not on YouTube, people who want to find it, they can find it. But people who don't want to see it, they won't see it, and that's fine. I leave it up to you to decide if you want to be spoiled or not. It's like, how do I describe it? It's like VTuber past lives. Like, you know how corporate VTubers, they're usually streamers beforehand. They usually have like a history. You can find that stuff out really easily. In fact, a lot of the towns don't hide it at all. But it's hidden enough that if you don't want that and you want like more of the kayfabe experience where you don't know what's coming, you don't have to look and you won't know, and it'll be a surprise, you know? So I leave it up to you guys. So Neko, hello, welcome in. Hi, Ann Cosminimi. Hello. I eat a sandwich. Are you now okay? I have 2 pieces of cheese and 2 salami left. I'm working my way through it. Oh, I guess you know what? One thing we can think about right now, if the mods are here. Hi, mods, are you? I guess well, you know, Cosminimi just came in. Should we figure out the rules for our art giveaway? Because I wanted to do that tablet giveaway, you know, that we were talking about before, where I give away 2 tablets. I guess we could just announce it this stream and start it, right? The thing is, I have 2 tablets. I have 2 art drawing tablets that I have exceeded the Amazon return for, and I want to do a giveaway for them. So I think what would be really fun is to do a little art competition where everyone who makes an art piece gets entered into a raffle, and then we pick one person to give an art tablet to, and then we also have my favorite art. We have another category for my favorite art, and the one that I like the most, I will give a tablet to as well, because we have 2, right? You know, that'd be fun. We could have talked about it in the mod meeting. I'm sorry, I was sleeping. I'm sorry, mods. I'm sorry. I guess the biggest concern is mailing. The thing is, I can mail stuff, I can mail it out, but I can't give a return address, right? For obvious reasons. And if I don't give a return address, that means if there's problems in shipping, it's kind of lost. I guess I can use a PO box somewhere. You know what? I can. I think I can. I should be able to do it. What are the specifics on the art? As long as it's you made it, it's not AI generated, and what else? I want it to be themed. I think we decided on SLS themed or Artemis mission themed. Space exploration. Should we just call it space exploration? It doesn't have to be Artemis specific. I guess it can be Artemis specific. What are your thoughts? Artists, what are you inspired by? Do you want more general prompt or more specific? If I say it's for the upcoming moon missions, what would you think? Would you want to do that? Space exploration? Okay. Themes would be good? Okay. I think general works better for a giveaway. Okay, we do space exploration. That's a good one. That's true. We can PO a mod for a PO box. Let's do that. We'll do a mod for a PO box. Zach, hello, welcome in. Hi. Hello. I can draw fan art for the funsies, but I can't really participate in an art competition. Is it really a competition though? It's kind of just a fun giveaway. It's for the community. If you want to opt out, you can. If you want to opt out, I'll let you. Okay. So yeah, I think that's a good plan. I think we can do that. And then how will we take submissions? I'll just say every art posted in the art channel of the Discord server for the next 30 days, I guess. Right? I think that's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. And let's see, when do we want to end the competition? Let me look. Okay. Hear me out. What if can we make a separate thread for submissions in carbon art? Would a separate thread matter? Like, can't I just sort by date posted anyway? Like, you should just automatically be entered if you enter in carbon art. And I can check to see if you made it yourself. So if you did make it, you should specify in the post so that you can qualify. I think that would work. So like from today on, if you submit art in the fan art category, and as long as you say that you made it and it's entered within a certain date, then you're entered into the raffle. That'll be fun. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, I think then we can make the deadline for this. Is a month too long? I don't think so. It'll go on for a while then. I was thinking about making the deadline when Artemis 2 launches. No one knows when the rocket will actually launch because it depends on weather conditions. Is that mean of me to do? If I'm like, hey, the competition ends when the rocket launches, and it's like up in the airs of when that actually is, it's like plus or minus a couple days. It could be another month. You know, I think I'm going to do that. I think that's funny. Got a little bit of gotcha. Okay. The very second the rocket takes off of the ground, once the engine starts, the art competition is over. We end, and then I will, since I'm live streaming it, I'll do the art competition after the live, like as we're watching the rocket and as it's going up, I'll pick the winners as the rocket's going. Okay. So as soon as it's on the launch pad and it fires, I'm picking the winners. That's the plan. All right. What's the approximate projected launch date? The earliest will be March 3rd. So next month. Yeah, March 3rd. That's the earliest. Absolute earliest. When March hits, we're all cooked. I mean, we'll see. And I think it'll be fun because then I'm not going to be the only one following the launch date because I need to know when the thing launches, but you'll also help me know because you'll be relentlessly checking. Also could be delayed another month, okay? It's possible. There's a moon launch window every month, and so if they miss out with weather problems and stuff like that and they have to push another month, you guys get another month, okay? Who knows? The raffles kind of re-inspire me to recreate one of 2 space-themed drawings you made in the past. It can be physical or digital. If it's physical, just send a picture, okay? After the stream, I'll work with the mods to like make a rules list, but that's it. The gist is any type of art. It can be physical, it can be traditional, it can be digital, as long as it's not AI generated and as long as you did it. If you make any art piece that's space exploration themed, I would like it to feature me, but it doesn't have to. Actually, it doesn't even have to. Do I make it feature me as a qualification? You can put a little me in the corner. Actually, I'll force you to put me in their corner. You can be somewhat carbon related. Yes, gotta submit a stickman. You can. If you want to submit a stickman, you can. I just want to encourage people to draw a little, you know? It's really fun to do art. And so literally anything, even if you're super ass, it's a random raffle, so you might as well try, right? And then for the more goated artist, I'm also giving away a Wacom Intuos for my favorite art. I don't know what that is, but whatever one is my favorite. It could be, you could try to go the hee silly route, or you could go the really cool route. I don't know. It's up to you. Is it orange? Is what orange? The tablet? No, it's not. It's black. Like all tablets. Like all drawing tablets. Actually, I've seen a Hatsune Miku theme one before, though. So stick figure carbon works. Yeah, it does. It does. I will say, yes, it has to be me. So you can't just draw. You can't just... Oh, it also has to be safe for work. It has to be safe for work. No, if you draw me NSFW stuff, does not count, okay? That does not count. I had to think about that. Yes. Carbon, start the presentation. We are ready. I'm sure you are. I'm the one who's not ready. So it has to be carbon themed. Yes, loosely. I mean, I've gotten art where it's like I'm in it, but it's not very me themed. It's space exploration themed. You just have to have me in it somewhere. That's it. And it can be a little stick figure. You can draw a little smiley face or a little astronaut thing or a reference. It can be a reference as well. So you have a lot of flexibility there. I trust you guys. I think it'll be fun. I want to draw carbon because he has nice hair. I know, my luscious locks. I fear the day I become bald. I fear the day the wall comes for us all. They're better. Oh, you guys are talking about tablets and stuff. Okay, Anna. Okay. Okay. You know what I'm gonna give you guys? Let me see if I can find a video. What's a good video that I can show you? Because I need to go do a little poopy. My tummy hurts again. I'm such a bad streamer, y'all. I'm actually such a bad streamer. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my tummy hurts. Oh, you know what? Here. I like this person's videos a lot. I can show you this one. Hello, hi. Okay, I'm gonna cover this later, but this can be a nice little preview, like a nice little thing to get you gears churning, get you thinking about about Olympics. Okay, the shoe that broke the Olympic running. Oh, why is it weird like that? Okay, hold on. Chloe makes such good YouTube content. I am very jealous. Okay. All right. RB. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll let you guys watch this in the meantime. I think this will be fun. Pause this.
I'm wearing the real Team USA Olympic uniforms with one of the world's fastest.
This is one of the things that we're going to talk about later, by the way. I have so many things to say about these shoes. Okay. I'm going.
This super shoes, and we're gonna cut it in half. Because what's inside this shoe is part of a huge debate happening in sports right now. The question is, when does sports gear get so good that it's actually cheating? There's a ton of cool gear that's banned from sports for making athletes too good. Like swimsuits that make a swimmer's body too streamlined, or gloves that make a receiver's hands too grippy, or bats that let a player hit the ball too hard, or shoes that make a runner too freaking fast. They call it tech doping, using physical gear to gain an unfair advantage. In this video, I'm gonna show you the banned technology that you won't see in the Olympics.
Oh, whoa, that's grippy.
And the cutting edge tech that you will see that's on the very edge of what's allowed. You might be thinking, hold on, no gear should give athletes an advantage. But we don't run barefoot anymore. We don't swim naked. We use tech to play sports, and that tech keeps getting better, pushing forward what humans can do. So where's the line? That's what I really want to figure out. This debate is about way more than sports. In every part of our lives, technology pushes humans forward, and it's up to us to decide, what do we want from it? This video is about that question. Let me show you the cutting edge of sports technology.
I am wearing the fastest suit in the world, and that's a fact.
The fastest suits in the world.
Technological doping.
It is cheating.
A weekend that changed distance running forever.
Nike's controversial Vaporfly shoe.
Fueling new controversy over the suits the swimmers are wearing.
Surpassing human capabilities.
Today, I'm at Nike's test lab in Oregon to show you some of the world's best and most controversial sports equipment. But first, if you were trying to decide whether to ban something from sports, how would you do it? Here's where to start. First, most regulators ask, is it dangerous? To athletes or fans or both? This is the big reason they give for banning steroids, but it applies to hardware too. For example, in Major League Baseball, they're not allowed to use aluminum bats. They have to use wooden ones because aluminum would allow them to hit the ball so fast they might kill people on the field or hurt people in the stands. So if gear greatly increases the risk of injury, it might not be allowed. But most of the cool tech that we're talking about doesn't increase danger. It just makes athletes better. So the next question they ask is it against the spirit of the sport? But how do you define that exactly? Spirit of the sport, it's intentionally vague. So it gets broken up into smaller questions, like, can everyone use this tech? Is it fair to record holders? Does it artificially enhance a player's performance? Let me give you some examples. Try to decide what you think is right before I tell you what the rule makers chose. This is the Olympics in 1972. Do you notice anything missing? Nobody's wearing goggles. 4 years later, the Olympics allowed them. You see early adopters start to use them, and those athletes start winning. Here's a chart showing swimming records by year. That's when goggles were allowed. Most people today would say allowing goggles was a good idea. But then, something new caused another big spike. In 2008, Speedo collaborated with NASA to make this, the Laser Racer. This suit was so cool. The fabric mimicked shark skin with these little channels that let water flow more easily. It had these panels that sucked swimmers' bodies into a more streamlined position. And people speculated that the way it trapped air made swimmers float more easily, which Speedo denied. But it was clear this new tech was helping swimmers crush world records. Athletes were doing things nobody thought was possible. It was awesome. You remember that Olympics when Michael Phelps won more gold medals than any human had ever won in a single Olympics ever? He was wearing a laser racer. Is that fair? This new suit made the swimming world lose their minds. The general manager of the US team said the records shouldn't count. So, should this fancy super swimsuit be allowed? Within a year, the swimming governing body voted to ban them. The swimmers you see at the Olympics now are wearing suits made with only textile fabrics that can only cover this much of their body. I feel mixed about that. We can't see well underwater, and our skin isn't textured like sharks. But goggles are allowed, and these swimsuits aren't. But on the other hand, we don't allow flippers. There's a line somewhere. It's just not always obvious. Like prescription lenses in Olympic shooting.
They built these roads as if they knew we were coming. The X3, X5, and X7, proudly assembled in South Carolina at BMW's largest plant worldwide. The President's Day sales event now through March 2nd.
Sustainability is such a catchphrase right now in the last 20 years, but we break it down to a simple noun. Basically, it means that we are...
Okay or not okay? If you said okay, the regulators agree with you. Olympic shooters are allowed to wear prescription lenses. They can correct their vision. They just can't enhance it. Or how about this? Sticky glue that makes it easier to catch a football. Okay or not okay? The NFL said not okay, but grippy gloves are fine.
How in the world? Oh my goodness.
I love these questions because they get at what we think the whole point is of both sports and technology. And of course, it's so messy. But the messiest of all is the debate about running shoes and a record that was supposed to be impossible to beat.
He has done it.
Welcome to Nike's Test Lab. I'm at Nike to answer a question I've been wondering for years. Let me explain. In 2019, I watched Eliud Kipchoge become the first person ever to run a marathon in under 2 hours. That is 4 minutes and 35 seconds per mile for 26.2 miles. Here's what that speed looks like.
Oh my
for
gosh,
most
that's a crazy speed.
This was supposed to be impossible, but he did it. And while the world celebrated Kipchoge's
Hello,
record,
I'm back.
in
I'm back.
professional running, all
Okay.
eyes turned to these. He was wearing special prototype shoes built to make him run faster. In fact, studies showed that this design helped runners at the time go 2 to 3% faster than the next fastest shoe. And regulators started saying that this shoe threatened the integrity of the sport. But
That's true.
why
That's
this-
true. Okay. Why are you narrating your shorts? Why am I? Yeah, why is Chloe stealing my short idea? What is that? Do you wash your hands? I did. Boop. Hello. Hi guys. Hi, how are you? How are you doing? I'm back. Alrighty. You're a monster? I'm not a monster. I was just sharing my experience with you guys. Why don't you love me? Why aren't you excited to hear about me? Come on. Great Spectre Francis. Hi, welcome in. Well, thank you for the follow. And and Donner Smog, hello, welcome. Carby, hello. Julia, hello. Sorry that I was out for a little bit. I need to go to the bathroom, but I'm back. Do you have an outfit under the astronaut suit? No, I don't. I was on a budget. But I will soon, hopefully. That'd be nice. Oh, people, you made it. Welcome. Oh, you came in just in time. I'm literally thinking I'm actually pulling up my presentation stuff. So you came in at a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. Okay. Let me go ahead and go to the presentation screen. Whoa! Wow! Hi! Hello!
Oh,
Hello!
yay.
I know. Oh my gosh! Neko! 11 months? Damn! Presentation? Okay. Is it nerdy for me to have a little presentation? Like, can I not have my little moment? Come on. Let me be my hee silly. Oh my gosh, there's so much I have here. Holy shoot. Okay. I need to find, let's see. Okay. I got this. I got this. Do I have all my scandals done? All right. Ooh, I got one more video that I want to show later. Okay. I got it. I just wanted to show this. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm ready. So let's do slideshow. Start from the beginning. A presenter view. That's what I want. All right. Let's see. Is my presentation gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oops. This one. It's working! You see it? Oh my goodness. You see it? Okay, let me drink my water. It's gonna be a YouTube video, so I gotta be like locked in, right? Okay, I'm gonna put the music down. Actually, I'll do some. Is this good music? What about this? Yeah, I like this one actually. This is a good soundtrack. All right. Is it Yap or Science today? It's mostly science. It's science today. Yeah, maybe do business music? No, I don't want to do business music. That's loser behavior. That's loser behavior. Oh goodness, I'm getting a little overheated though. Oh, I'm getting nervous. Hold on. I got a strip. Ah. Okay. Okay, I changed my fit. All right. Okay, this music is kind of waiting room cheek. Yeah, right? I kind of like it. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. If you've never seen me before, I'm Carvin. I'm an astronaut VTuber. I'm also an aerophysicist. And today I prepared a really cool presentation for you. All right. Mostly about Olympic scandals. I found this thing, this crazy story that sent me down this insane rabbit hole. The story is Penisgate. If you haven't heard, the Olympics went through Penisgate recently, and it was a very big deal, extremely so. In fact, it turns out a lot of the athletes are possibly using their penis to gain an advantage in ski jumping. Yeah, the Pinor Gate. And I did a bunch of research into it, and it made me go down this crazy spiral looking at all the different cheating scandals in the Olympics. And it's so technical, and I know way too much about it, and now I have to show you. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. I made a short about it, but I jumped over so much stuff in the short. Like in the short, I couldn't show nearly the amount of detail that I wanted to actually tell you about. The curse of knowledge, right? Okay. Anyway, what is this? Penisgate at the Olympics? Why inject acid into your penis? What are the health? Okay, I don't know about the health risks, but apparently there's investigation going on whether or not to see if ski jumpers are injecting their hoo-haws with hydrochloric acid in order to fly further. Is that not an insane title? That is, and it is officially dubbed Penisgate. It is a real thing. It's a real thing that is happening. This is real. And it's happening right now during the Winter Olympics, right? Crazy. All right. How does this work, right? Why does this matter? Well, let me show you. It's all from aerodynamics. I put a little paper plane here because it really shows the aerodynamics really well. Because ski jumpers are jumping and they're gliding, they fly for really far. Wait, should we go to the science category? Here, I'll change us to the science category. Because the ski jumpers they jump and they fly, they glide for a while, the aerodynamics matter. And if you think about ski jumpsuits, it's actually all about how they're made and what they look like. And so it has actually nothing to do with the size of their cucumbers, and it has everything to do with their suits. All right, the penis is a red herring. It's a red herring. I thought for a second, I'm like, does a bigger schlong make you fly further? Is it like a rudder or something? No, it's not like that. It's the suit. It's literally the suit regulations. So the craziest bit about the suit regulations is that to have a good ski jumping suit, you need to have it body tight. Because if there was no regulations for ski jumping suits, they would just do this. They would just make every ski jumper have a suit like this, right? because if you if you instead of having a normal ski jump suit, you could just have a gigantic glide suit, right? And so that's why you have to ban the flying squirrel meta. It has happened before. So if you don't regulate suit tightness, what will happen is people will get baggier and baggier suits in order to abuse flying squirrel mechanics, right? It looks cute, right? It does look cute. So in order to do that, in order to make sure that suits actually fit people, they undergo a 3D body scan. At the start of every season, athletes, ski jumpers, Olympic ski jumpers, are entered into a room with a bunch of doctors and nurses, and they are evaluated and scanned from head to toe for the exact body measurements. And then when they are given a suit, the suit can be no further than 4 centimeters away from key body parts, right? So it's a lot of regulation, but they're trying to make sure that you cannot have a suit that is too that is too loose on you, because the looser and bigger the suit is, the more air you can catch, so you can fly further, right? What's a key body part? Like legs and limbs and maybe other limbs. Maybe other limbs. Yeah. Do you understand where we're going here? Understand where we're going here? Okay. Boom. This is hyaluronic acid. This is a acid that is very hydrophilic, extremely so. It's so hydrophilic that it makes it so that water goes to that area. So you put a little bit of this acid somewhere, and water will rush in and swell that area. It's used as an anti-aging like agent. It's used in a lot of skincare products. Very common, actually very safe. Your body naturally produces this. So yeah, the skincare girlies know. So what if, hypothetically speaking, I took a bunch of this acid that is theoretically safe for the body, and I used it to cause a key appendage to swell? You get where I'm saying? You get where I'm going with this? In the Olympics, in order to get larger suits, there's the area in between their legs? If a key appendage there is a little bit longer, you get to have a bigger suit there. And that increases fly time by a lot. So Olympic athletes have been injecting their third leg with hyaluronic acid to swell it temporarily to larger sizes to get a bigger suit. And you can get this little couple inches that you see in the suit here, like right here. Wait, can I oops this right here, it matters a lot. For every 1 inch of extra appendage length, you fly an extra 24 feet. That's nuts. The aerodynamics is insane. 1 inch equals 24 feet of extra fly time. So the incentive is really high. For some perspective, it's about 2 cars length stacked back to back. Meaning you are highly incentivized to have a massive schlong. And it's likely that if we did a scan of all Olympic athletes, they are likely packed. Ski jumpers are likely packed. So turns out, here's scientific evidence that ski jumpers are statistically more likely to be packing. There's a real advantage. It's actually a lot. So now this is something that is being checked. In fact, it's such a problem that and it's gone viral that now the Ski Jumping Association that's facilitating this scans people's bodies before and after the jump. So now they have a before scan and an after scan before you jump to literally measure the size of your penis. They're like, hey, did it change a lot? Did you, what happens? What's happening here? Are you naturally packed, or is that's normally how it is? Hey, are we talking? Yeah, we're talking about the Olympics. Okay. P Inspector is wild. Yes, it is wild. And I was reading the papers for this too. There's like exact measurement techniques of like how they measure and how they qualify the size. I know. What if you just get aroused by competition? I think that's the point. I think you should get a little bit aroused by competition around the time. I think you're supposed to, so that you can get a little bit of extra length. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They're probably anyway. Let's not think about it too hard. So yes, that's PP Gate in the Olympics, right? I thought, wow, that's wild. That's crazy. This is an insane thing. What the heck? PP Gate? That's crazy. It gets crazier. There's a whole cheating in the Olympics. Okay, I called it TMI Tuesdays because I was gonna do this Tuesday, but it's Thursday now. I don't know. We're still setting on the name, but I think TMI Tuesdays is really cute. It got crazier. Just in skiing alone, there's a whole nother category as well. Bald? Oh my gosh, don't bald me. I'm trying to explain. Give me a moment. Okay. There's a whole nother thing. There's wax scandal. Not only is there PP scandals, there's wax scandals. Apparently, in the skiing world, there's a whole like fluorine meta. Like there's a whole meta with adding specific types of wax to your skis that make you go super zoom fast. And it's so prevalent that it got banned. And the lore is wild. The lore like goes deep. This is like apparently a decade-long thing that was going on. And this happened literally 2 days ago. A South Korean athlete was disqualified after some fluorine was detected on their skis. And it's from wax. Yeah, sorry Korea, you're cheating. Sorry Korea, hashtag disqualified. Did you come to a sports scandal stream? You did. And I'm okay with that. I'm gonna change the music. This one? Yes, I like this. I like the typical VTuber music now. Okay, now that I'm warmed up, ready to tell you more. All right, okay, so what's going on here? What's going on? Why are the South Koreans getting banned? Sorry, Korea. So, if you didn't know, at the bottom of your skis is wax. If you've never skied before, also Crystal, welcome in. If you've never skied before, skis are they are supposed to be as non-stick as possible. You want to glide on top of the snow, right? And the best way you can do that is to put like some non-stick coating, and usually that's wax. You have some sort of non-stick coating at the bottom of your skis so that you glide on the snow and you move faster. There is a chemical, a specific subgroup called PFAS, and they are considered forever chemicals. You know Teflon? You know non-stick Teflon? Yeah. Turns out, if you put non-stick Teflon onto the bottom of your skis, it will make it so that your skis are super slick, and you can glide on the snow, and it increases your speeds by seconds, not milliseconds, but like full seconds. You're going so much faster than everyone else if you have this. And so if you use carcinogenic, environmentally damaging, forever chemicals that never degrade, you will go 2 or 3% faster. Okay. The problem is the skiing competitions and skiing in general is usually held in like very beautiful nature settings, like very, very pretty nature settings that are wildlife reserves and you're basically destroying the ski tracks. So wherever you're skiing, you're leaving a bunch of environmental damage. And so it's not a very good look if skiers all around the world are waxing up with chemicals that never degrade and are also cancer causing and spreading them all around the ski slopes. That's probably not a good idea. And so the Olympics was just like, hey guys, we should probably care about the environment, right? We should probably care. Fuck nature, who cares when you can win? Yeah. So the Olympics is like, okay, the people are going to keep doing this unless we ban it. So they're like, let me ban this thing, okay? Let me get rid of this. Let's ban it. Or so I would tell you, but that's the fake reason. That's the fake reason. The Olympics don't give a shit about nature. You know the reason why? The reason why they banned it is because of fluorine chemistry. They banned it because of this. They banned it because of this. If you don't know, PFAS, which is PFAS, I'll put it in Twitch chat. Yeah, you can see it. The forever chemicals utilize a chemical thing called fluorine, element fluorine, because it's the most electronegative element. I won't go give you guys an entire chemistry lecture, but basically speaking, out of all the elements out there, a carbon fluorine bond is stronger than almost every other bond. Anything that bonds with fluorine is a stronger bond than other molecules, because fluorine is extremely small and very electron hungry. It very much wants to hold on to the electrons. So it makes for a really good non-stick barrier, right? And it's a whole subcategory of chemistry. Fluorine chemistry is insanely hard. It is very difficult. It's exotic chemistry. People who mess with fluorine chemistry lose fingers. I've told you this before, but the joke is for chemists, you can tell who's a fluorine chemist because they're missing fingers. Yeah. It's extremely reactive, explosive, carcinogenic, dangerous, and all sorts of problems, right? And so what happened with the wax stuff is, in order to have good fluorine wax, fluoro wax is what they call it, you need a state-of-the-art research lab. You need to have the #1 research lab out there, and only the most richest nations could have that. So unless you're extremely wealthy, you wouldn't be able to research the cutting edge wax. So what had started happening in the Olympics is countries that had more funding and more resources could sink tens of thousands of dollars in wax development. And they would make the most exotic, they would have like leading chemistry experts make exotic fluorine wax, and that would give them the edge and crush the competition. And it became a wax competition. No longer did it really matter who the skier was. It was mostly a wax thing, like who made the best wax concoction. And so because of that, the other countries in the Olympics were like, hey guys, that's fucked up. And then the Olympic Committee was like, you know what? Nature's so beautiful. We care about nature so much. We're gonna ban fluorine. But I just want you to know, they knew that fluorine was a problem for years. Okay, they knew it was a problem for years. I think the only reason why they changed it, this is my conspiracy theory, I think the only reason why they changed the regulations is because other countries complained. But hey, plus side, we get less contamination for our trees, you know? Who cares about that? We gotta win. Yeah, so now what they do is before every race, they scan and test each ski with special equipment to see if fluorine is detected. And that's what's happening. And people got banned for that. So if someone sprinkles some little fluorine dust on your skis, you will get disqualified. It's something they check before and after each race. Yep. Like, God forbid we're smart and develop good wax. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm just saying that the people who benefit the most were the Americans, actually, because they had the most fluorine chemistry research. Yeah. So things country will do for the medals and not their people. I think it's a matter of national pride, right? To win one of these is a huge matter of national pride. So skiing is crazy, right? We got PP Gate, we got fluorine wax, but then I started looking at other sports, right? I started looking at some other sports. I'm like, what other things that can you, like, people have been cheating with? And like, you know, it's technically not cheating. They're just like skill issue engineering. Turns out a lot of things. You just saw one of them. The shoe stuff. You can wear shoes that make you run faster and swimsuits that make you swim faster. And it's a huge deal. Polyurethane swimsuits, which are like the suit that this guy's wearing, I think Michael Phelps is wearing, they hug your body and are non-stick enough that the water molecules glide off, that you basically swim in like a dolphin. It set so many Olympic records that have yet to be broken. So before they were banned, everyone used them, and anyone who had a good suit would crush the competition. It was such a huge thing. And then even the running side for Nike, they had carbon plating that they put inside their shoes, and they had like foam springiness that they put in the shoes, and it made it so that their runners could run unbelievable times. And I looked into the physics of it, right? Of like what it is. Oh, these are the requirements now. But if you ignore the text, if you look at the big foam on the shoe, using a foam springiness and also the shape of the foam to like curl your feet in a very specific way increases your running. It makes you run more energy efficient. And having a firm carbon steel plate inside gives your foot extra rigidity. So basically the whole shoe, it doesn't give you extra energy. What it does is it makes your running form more biomechanically efficient. So instead of using your like toes and ankle muscles, you're using your larger leg muscles to run. And by doing that, you get like so much benefit. I was like looking at this, I was like, what the heck? This is crazy. This shoe looks kind of comfy. It's a good running shoe. It's like a really good running shoe. Why not make every athlete wear the same gear? So that's the thing. That's the thing. Athletes don't share. If America develops Speedo polyurethane swimsuits that go 10% faster than everyone else, you think they're sharing that concoction? Hell no. They're gonna keep that shit to themselves. And so everyone else is gonna get cooked. And so it becomes a tech competition instead of an athletic one. People want athletes to compete, not equipment, right? So that's like one of the big problems. And that's one of the compromises that they came up with shoes. So for the shoes, they actually allow a lot of the new shoe technology. So they will allow steel plates. They will allow foam and stuff like that. But one of the qualifications is it has to be commercially available. You cannot make an experimental shoe and then only give it to one athlete and no one else, and then have that athlete win all the medals. You have to sell it to other athletes. That's like one of their stipulations. I was like, oh, that's an interesting way to do it. So there's like a couple ways different organizations decide, because in the Olympics, there's a bunch of like sub-organizations, which I didn't know. There's like a whole political war about that. But for like the polyurethane suits, they just ban them outright. They're like, if you use this material, it's banned. You can't use it. Whereas for the shoes, they allow the shoes to certain degrees within specification. And they also say you have to make it accessible. So you can't make experimental shoes that are only for one person. Yeah. I think the equipment is part of the skill in the academic competitions. You don't complain that your pen is stiffer than someone else's. I guarantee you someone will complain that a pen is stiffer or like more flexible or faster. People like, and also these equipment and like tech improvements are a lot. They're actually a lot. And these are technically cheatings. Like these are like they're not like cheating. They're like things people do to bend the rules, right? These are things that people do to be technically within the rules but still get an edge. There's also blatant cheating. There's something called I'm actually just straight up cheating, and that's with bicycling. There's a whole thing in bicycling that is a huge issue. When you're bicycling in the Olympics, you know what you're supposed to do? You're supposed to use your legs to bike, right? Turns out athletes have been caught hiding hidden motors inside their bicycle frame. You can buy hidden motors to put inside your bicycle, and with a press of a button, it will turn on and pedal for you. And no one will know because it's a tiny mini motor. This thing that you're looking at right now is one of the commercially available motor things that you can buy. It hides behind the gear, right? This right here. It hides behind the gear, and this is a motor. This right here is a motor, and you can see the wiring, and it has its own battery and everything, and you press a button, a wireless button, and then it turns this, and it gives you extra oomph. And that extra oomph, when applied correctly on like a hill, you can actually get a huge competitive edge. And it's suspiciously, hypothetically prevalent, because what had happened in, I think, the 2016 Olympics, someone accused another biker, of using a hidden motor inside their bicycle, and the Olympic Committee checked. And for the first time in Olympic history, I'm pretty sure, they checked someone and there was a hidden motor there. Meaning, oftentimes people are accused of cheating and they randomly check people, and there's no cheating that's occurring. But for you to see cheating in the very first instance is kind of sus. So as soon as someone got caught for it, everyone's like, oh my God, how prevalent is this? Is everyone doing this? Who knows? How long has this been going on for? And nowadays, it is actually a very big concern. So much so that during all cyclist competitions now, they got thermal cameras. You have thermal cameras during the race that check to see if you have hidden motors generating tech. I thought this is just bicycling. I thought it was just a bicycling race, but you have thermal imaging as racers run up hills to make sure that they don't have hidden motors in their bicycles. Like, I did not know that this was a thing. Like, that's way more complex than I expected. Yeah. It is a very creative way. I was like, whoa, insane. It is cool though. What if one farts? Yes, you'll have a heat cloud. Yes. This is honestly another medal they should give at the end of each category based on the best cheaters. The best cheater Olympics. That'd be funny. Cycling. This is a cycling competition. However, people caught on to the whole, hey, you're using thermal cameras. And you know what they started doing? They started cooling their motors. They started doing like water cooled units on their motors in order to make it so that you couldn't tell if there was a heat signature there. Isn't that not only do you have tiny motors, now you have tiny motors with cooling. Oh, right? Insane. And this is like blatant cheating. This is clearly not allowed. You're not allowed at all for this, right? You can't do this. This is no bueno. It'd be bad. And so what the Olympics ended up doing is they upgraded their testing methods even further. They had to go one step further. And now they hand out tablets at the beginning of each race to measure the magnetic field around parts of your bicycle. So they have a electromagnetic field measuring tablet that you hold up to devices and can see if there's electricity flowing through it. That's what they're doing now. They have to scan magnetic fields on your bicycle to make sure you're not cheating. And I promise you, I'm sure that there are now motors that sense if a detector is nearby and turn off. I'm positive there's probably like mini motors that have inbuilt sensors to see if someone is trying to detect them and then turn off temporarily and then turn back on later. Like I bet you that's a thing. It goes so crazy. Try hard nowadays with a water-cooled bicycle. Yeah, could you imagine being like, yeah, I won the Olympics with my water-cooled bicycle? Hell yeah. I feel like there should be a few races that allow everything, so as long as the general audience couldn't tell, and we were awarded the most innovative. You know what? That's what F1 drivers are doing. Like NASCAR, in the Formula One races, they have a bunch of crazy engineering all the time. I could do a whole segment about NASCAR stuff. I'd be really excited to do that. Maybe later. That they basically allow it. They say, here are the rules. You can cheat within the rules. This was found in 2016 UCI Cyclocross Worlds Championships, not the Olympic Games. Oh, sorry. It was in 2016, but it was from another cyclist event. It was not from the Olympic Games. But it was happening in the Olympics, by the way. Anyone who says that it wasn't happening in the Olympics is fully cap. That's full cap. They're 100% happening in the Olympics, and I'm sure people are still trying, right? Being an F1 fan is hell. Yo, I'm about to become one. I'm about to go into it because I've been seeing. I was actually inspired to look into the Olympic stuff, mainly because I really liked how the F1 rules force teams to come with these really creative technical solutions. I think it's actually really cool. Like, I'm not gonna lie, the whole bicycle heat signature thing and trying to compete to make a more stealthy way to cheat, like dodge thermal cameras and stuff like that, that's crazy. That's cool. Like, the amount of effort you're putting into this is nuts. Like, that's actual nuts effort. The Carbon becomes F1 fan. That's true. I could have a race car outfit. Yeah, this is really impressive. And I was just like shocked about it. But okay, I have a few more things to show you. One of the things that also really was like really cool for me that I was impressed by is also still in cycling. There are legal ways that have revolutionized cycling, and they're still trying to figure out. This one is harder to ban. This is probably the hardest to ban thing. So with this one little silly trick, the Great British Cycling Team went from winning 0 Olympic medals to the next event, the next year, or the next Olympic year, won over 70% of the medals. So they went from winning none to winning over 70%. And their athletes did not miraculously suddenly get better. Turns out what they started doing, and this is now a thing in cycling, is they put cyclists in wind tunnels. Every sport that they can, they're putting people inside wind tunnels. And so what they're doing is they have your cyclists go into a wind tunnel, and then they custom make helmets to fit your head shape and your body shape to be more aerodynamic. And they also coach you on how to position your body to reduce the air drag as much as possible. And this is happening in bobsledding too. They will make you custom helmets and outfits to fit the shape of your ass so that the air flows better. There's butt physics now. Like, you're getting butt aerophysics. They're throwing you in a wind tunnel and measuring all your curves so that you can reduce drag as much as possible. And this is before the race. It's literally just training. You can't really ban it, right? And so this is a huge problem in the Olympics right now, where teams with resources to do wind tunnels and researchers are becoming exponentially better. than the ones that don't have access. The ones that don't have access to this. It's a drag race. That's true. It is a drag race. I guess it is a drag race. That seems fair enough to me. It does seem fair, but I kind of understand if you're from a smaller team, right? And you don't have access to a wind tunnel and they got rocket scientists to do this, okay? They got state-of-the-art like aerodynamic scientists. They literally pulled people from their PhDs in physics and was like, hey, can you like maximize the aerodynamics of our cyclers? You know, like, really? Are you serious? And if you're from a third world country and your Olympic track training field is a dirt road, like, you're cooked. You're actually cooked. It's donezo for you. I would be mad because I'd be like, hey, it's about the sport, you know? Why do these guys have so much access? You should give us access. But they still haven't figured it out yet. That's something that they're still dealing with. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. Okay. Now I'm going into even crazier cheating things. It's not just about augmenting and adding like equipment to humans and making them training them ahead of time. The big secret in the room is freaking drugs. I haven't been talking about this at all, but there's a whole drugs race. There's a whole drugs arm race that is going on in the Olympics. Anyone who says that Olympic athletes are all clean is fucking lying to you. Everyone knows they're lying to you. It's drugs. Yeah. This guy got exposed for a scandal. This is actually the a huge doping scandal. It is, I think, let me see. What was the name? Is Baltro, something like that. Not Baltro the game. It's something like that. I forget the name, but the specifics is this dude in particular got state-of-the-art chemists and food scientists to design special drugs that would evade testing. So, steroids and stuff are typically banned for the Olympics, and they test their athletes to make sure they don't have steroids. Turns out, though, if you get really advanced chemists and have them design special drugs that evade the tests, you are able to pass those tests, and the tests are publicly known. So given enough scientific resources, you can make drugs that make the human body perform better, but also are able to avoid testing. And you know what's one thing that I haven't mentioned in that process? You know what they don't care about? They don't care about human safety, right? They don't care about the athlete. They want the athlete to perform better in that one moment only. And that's all that matters. So what has happened is athletes in the Olympics are having all sorts of health complications because instead of taking tried and true like steroids, which are very well understood side effects and how to mitigate them and safety levels, they're trying experimental designer drugs left and right, trying to dodge regulation. So who knows what's going to come out of those, right? And they say don't do drugs. Why is the Olympics allowed to do this? They're not allowed to. They're just cheating. This is just straight up cheating. It's like they are trying to see what they can get away with, and people want to win. Like, this is what happens when you try to win at any cost. Like, this is truly win at any cost. And it's not a small thing either. It's not just like, okay, private corporations are offering you special drugs and a couple rogue athletes take it. There was a huge scandal for East Germany. East German athletes, after the Cold War for the Olympics, were getting vitamins, state-sanctioned vitamins from their government that weren't actually vitamins. They were drugs. They were steroids. They were specially concocted performance-enhancing meds that they were giving them and not telling their athletes. Every athlete in East Germany was being given and doped without their knowledge So they didn't even know that they were getting all these side effects, but they were getting pumped full of juice, and they had no idea. And it was a huge scandal. They got exposed for doing this. But in the Olympics, East Germany won a ton of them with a entirely secret and wide scale drug program, right? Like it's like, this is state conspiracy. Like this is like full blown IV insane. Like I'm wearing my conspiracy tinfoil hat now, right? We got mechanical motors hidden in bicycles, and now we have state sanctioned secret drug programs. What happened to the careers of those individual athletes? All of them got disqualified. If they got found out that they were drugging, they got disqualified, and they have health complications now. There's like, if you're curious, there's many like podcasts and YouTube deep dives for these. I'm doing like a really high level cover, but it is like something that's happened. Oh my gosh. Rosetta Blathorn. Hi. Hello, Raiders. No longer conspiracy. Yeah, it's not. Welcome in. Welcome. Oh, you came in just as we were doing our little Olympic scandal. Hi. What are you up to? I'll take a little bit of a break. Let me drink some water, and I can welcome the Raiders. Hello. Hi, everyone. I'm Carvin. I'm an astronaut VTuber. I'm also a physicist. We're talking about cheating in the Olympics and how in East Germany, they like drugged all their athletes without their knowledge. Like they said, hey, here's your daily vitamin, and your daily vitamin is actually like human growth hormone. Like, and it stunts your bone plate development forever, but you don't know it, and they're just giving it to you. Actually crazy. We did some hell divers and then we chatted. Oh, nice. right. Okay, sorry. The reason why it's so crazy is I can do a speed run for the Raiders. I'll give them like the brief little intro. Essentially I was looking at at Penisgate. There's a huge scandal right now in the Olympics where athletes are pumping their schlongs to make them a little bigger in order to get a little more glide time. Actually, a lot of glide time. And that got me down this rabbit hole of all the different ways people have been cheating in the Olympics. And it's like, you know, when you like when you're like cheating on a test, and like when you see someone cheating on a test and you're like, wow, with that much effort you might as well have studied, right? That's how I feel about the Olympics, where I'm like, with the amount of effort you're putting into cheating, you could just get better, right? You could just get better. You don't like, the amount of effort you put into this is actually insane. The amount of like rule skirting that's happening is nuts. I think the best example of that is the cycling one. I think that's the best one, which is, where is it? Cyclists, in order to cheat, would hide hidden motors inside their bicycle frame. This is a hidden motor that they would put inside their bicycle, and it would turn on and give them extra speed before, like on big hills, right? So like if you're going up a hill, you could turn on a motor and it would literally pedal your bicycle for you, but no one could tell because it was a tiny hidden motor. Until someone got caught and they started doing thermal imaging. So at the beginning of like during races and actually big sections, they would use thermal cameras to see if there's motor heat. So you get this image here, you see how like the bicycle frame is hot. That's an indicator to saying, hey, there's a hidden motor there. But then people started cooling their motors. People started doing things like water cooling their motors in order to disguise the thermal signature so that you couldn't see it. And then in response, the regulation agency had to start detecting magnetic fields. They do a magnetic field detection to see if there's like if there's any electronics there. And now I'm pretty sure people are coming up with ways to hide their electromagnetic field in order to hide their motors inside their bicycles. It's like getting to a level where it's like, guys, can you just pedal better? Like, can you just cycle a little bit more? Hey, I did make a PowerPoint. Do you like it? Do you like my little PowerPoint? I think it's well researched. I'd like to do one of these once a week. They'd be really fun. It's disappointing. I'm impressed by their effort. Yeah. Penis Skate is gonna live rent free. I love Penis Skate. I think it's a great name. I think it's really funny. So yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. We were just covering drugs. We were covering the drug scandal, and we're coming up to the end here. We're actually this is the last slide, my favorite slide to show you. In fact, cheating in the Olympics is more prevalent than you may have thought. There's not only competitive cheating. There's relationship cheating. Just a couple days ago, some skier, some athlete, Norwegian Olympic athlete, confessed that he cheated on his partner, his girlfriend, wife, I don't know, during an Olympic interview. And in an effort to win her back, unprompted, during his medal acceptance speech, he was just like, 6 months ago, I cheated on my beautiful wife during the interview. Like, actually, unprompted. Here, I'll have the interview. I'm pulling it up. I'm pulling up the interview. We have to see it. We're gonna look at this. I'm pulling it up for you.
Next up, yeah.
Okay, I got it. I got it for you. Here we go. Are you ready? I'm excited to show this to you.
Yesterday's men's 20K biathlon. But the real story is coming from off the race course. You may have heard about that. That's Norway's Sturla Holm Lagride. He took home the bronze medal and used his post-race interview to make quite the statement. Talking to the Norwegian Broadcasting Corps, he confessed to cheating on the love of his life. And in an attempt to win her back, he went on to say this: I realized that this is the woman of my life, and I can't live my whole life keeping that from her.
It was in Norwegian, so we don't understand it.
The finish line is to tell her everything and put it all on the table and hope that she'll still love me. I've done that for her and now for the entire world. I've nothing to lose.
Oh my God, my model spazzed out.
Ladies, does he get another chance for that?
Give him another chance.
And hope
Look
that
at
she'll
this.
still love me. I've done that for her and now for the entire world. I've nothing to lose. So the question is,
would you give him another chance? Hot take. Would this win you over? I feel like that's crazy. I feel like that's like very. I don't think so. I would be like, bro, you self-centered piece of ass. Now, if you get back with them, everyone knows. You just made your private relationship issues public to the entire world, unprompted, right? Like, you didn't even talk to me about this. You didn't even ask if this is what I wanted. Like, oh my God, this is so out there. This guy's crazy, actually nuts. That is crazy. Oh my gosh. There's an ice skater duo that won gold, and the way they hugged each other, looked at each other, it looked like they were going out. The girl discovered that he got married and had a kid after the games. He never told her, and they never spoke to each other after the games. Scandal. Yeah, it's kind of. I think this is like cooked. This guy's cooked. I think he's being silly. Also, This is a very doomer take. This is a very like black pill take. But he's an attractive guy. He's a good looking dude. And he's also an Olympic athlete.
Thanks, Elixir22, for the tier 1000 sub.
Oh, thank you, Elixir. Not only is he a good looking dude and Olympic athlete, he now just publicly stated to the entire world that he cheated on his partner. I guarantee you his DMs are atrocious. I bet you in his Instagram DMs, there are women DMing him being like, nobody has to know. We can smash. I guarantee you that's happening right now. Like, I actually promise you. So I think this is worse than if he had not said anything, right? Like, think about it. It's probably cooked. You know how feral people are. You got it. It's doomed. It's doomed. Apparently, she released a statement, and he was like, he released a statement, and he regrets it. Oh my! He was hoping for that. No, that's crazy. That's nuts. That's no. Like, you can't be that horny, you know? Like, bro. And to use your Olympic speech for that, like, this is your moment. You won a medal. You worked your whole life for this. It's probably the peak of your career. You've given up everything else in life to single-handedly pursue this sport, to take it to the absolute human limits. And you use your interview to confess to cheating and then asking for your partner back, who's probably going to reject you anyway. Like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I goddamn, absolute L. You think he did it because he got dumped by his side chick? I don't know. I don't know what he's going through his head. No idea. This is what we call a generational fumble. A generational fumble. Oh, you're balding me. No. But yes, that is my little Olympics presentation. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming and listening to my slides. I'll have this up as a YouTube video later, but I just really wanted to talk about the cheating Olympics and like all the different ways that people use science, technology, human emotion in order to cheat at the Olympics. It's actually crazy. I thought it was really fun. And I want to get better at these. I want to do one of these every week, maybe once a week. I'll find something that's really interesting to me, and I think it's really cool, and then I'll do a bunch of snooping around, and then I'll show you guys because I think it's fun. I don't know what the next one will be, but it doesn't have to be current events. It can be like a past thing too. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, good night, Midnight. Good night. All right. That is it. I did it. What do you guys think? You guys have fun? You guys are like, whoa. I want to cheat at the Olympics now. Apparently, they hire a lot of scientists. That's something that I found out during this whole like meet every week. Okay, maybe I won't do it every week. Maybe I do it bi-weekly. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I did not realize that the Olympics employed so many scientists in order to find the best ways to win. It is a very prevalent thing. Oh, it's also a thing in the NBA and baseball too nowadays. Like, all sports are starting to do this. It used to be like everyone thought nerds were stupid and losers. They were like, ew, nerds. I don't want you in my sports. But now they found out that nerds are really good at making creative ways to cheat at the games. And so everyone's employing a army of nerds in order to get a slight competitive advantage. What is your job? Olympic penis gain inspector? Hey bro, what do you do for work? Yeah, so I like fly around the world and I work with these like really amazing Olympic athletes. I'm like one of the doctors on staff, and I inspect to make sure all the Olympic athletes are doing well and following the regulations. And then someone comes in and is like, so you check the size of their penises, huh? You're the guy who does the 3D penis scans, huh? That's someone's job. Someone's job is to be a 3D penis scanner. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's funny. What's your day job? That's an unhinged day job. I have seen some crazy silly ones too. But I had a good time. It was fun like looking up. I hope you had a good time too. I wonder if YouTube will like it. You think, because a lot of these things I've never heard of before, like I've never seen ever before my whole life. And they're like people's, what is it? These events are someone's 9/11. I guess that's a bad reference, but it's like world ending for people's careers. Like, this is someone's personal hell of actually seeing cheating and like people that they're competing with winning, and it happens in every sport. And I'm just like, whoa, how many like niche sports have weird cheating things that I've never heard of? Probably a lot. I bet you can make a full podcast about it. Well, you're done with your work. Congrats. Okay. Wow, we finished pretty good on time. I actually went way faster than I needed to. Next time I present, I'll be a little slower. I think that's one of the things. I should be a little slower and chat a little bit more. I went too much into presenter mode, but that's for the future. Now I know. I'm practicing new things. Compare this 9/11 is insane work. I'm sorry. I apologized. It was a bad reference. Is there a way to give me furry ears? There used to be. There used to be a way to give me furry ears, but now there's not. There's not. I should add it back though. Wasn't there a scandal in Yu-Gi-Oh competitive scene where someone was eating their opponent's cards? No, but there is a cheating scandal, or not cheating scandal, a scandal in the Yu-Gi-Oh scene where people were intentionally smelling bad in order to get their opponents to play worse. It got to such a point where Yu-Gi-Oh had to like start implementing smell checks. That was like a real thing, that people were weaponizing their scent. That's a thing that happened in Yu-Gi-Oh, like specifically. They had to make a rule against it. Like, yeah, an anti-shower meta. That happened. Honestly, I do that too. Holy guys, can we not bio warfare in our local Yu-Gi-Oh tournament? Like, relax. That was in Smash too. Not the Smash players. Really? You. That's oh, another thing I didn't cover in the Olympic stuff. There was also win trading. People were doing win trading in the Olympics, where someone from a country from one event would vote for one country to win, and then another country later on would vote for another country to win. And the judges had their hands tied. They were like completely bribed by their countries. They were like fully owned. So there's win trading going on as well. It was like literally everything you could think of. But you know, I keep track of League of Legends competitive esports quite closely, at least for a time. And that was a thing that was happening in League, where there was win trading going on and people cheating. There's like special mice and stuff like that. I just imagine, like, I guess it's in every sport you're gonna get people who are cheating. Like, when you put that much glory and expectation on winning, people will do anything to win, and you have to account for that in the rules. Where's my Olympic condoms? Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the Olympic Village. There's a whole like thing with the Olympic Village wherein people are like trying to bug and thug in the Olympic Village they're a little horny. Yeah, I know there's like specific people who travel to the Olympic Village in order to get laid. Like, they're trying to sleep with athletes. It's like a thing that they're trying to do. It's crazy. What? I know what, indeed. A woman did that? I once won by default because a girl I was supposed to play against smelled so rancid, I refused to shake her hand and went to puke. I openly told her she smelled disgusting and she got offended. Oh, wow. Damn, that's crazy. Like, you wanted to puke just by being in hand holding distance of this person? Yikes. Hey Carbon, how about that Gundam build stream? Are you still working on it? Actually, I haven't even started that Gundam build. I will do that. I will do a Gundam build. You know what would be fun to do a Gundam build with? And watch Gundam. That would be cool. I can't watch Gundam on YouTube though. Maybe I can. The movies are really old, so it might be possible. Basil fans, hello, welcome in. Welcome. Are you a Basil fan? Are you the Basil the wolf? I think he's a wolf VTuber. Also, Dilly, welcome in. Hi. Okay, presentation done. Now we just yapping. I genuinely don't know why people don't shower. Like, it's not hard. Stop spraying yourself with Axe body spray. guys, I did sports, okay? The male locker room, if you've never been in a teenage boy locker room, oh my god, it's rancid. It's rancid. Everyone thinks that Axe body spray substitutes a shower, and it's horrible. I couldn't even I would go inside, and I have a pretty sensitive nose. I would get instantly stunned. It'd be like a cloud of musk. It was bad. I suffered. Oh my goodness. If you are in high school and have to deal with that or remember, oh man, it was a time and a half. It was a time and a half. Basil from Omamori. I've not played that game, but it's like a huge game of the year. It's like a hugely well-acclaimed game. There's a lot of games I need to play. I remember when I first played Skyrim for the first time a couple years ago. Like, I played it well after release. I played Skyrim in 2020 something. And I was like, whoa, this is a good game. Holy shit, I've been sleeping on Skyrim. I actually really like this game. I'm like, wow, there's probably a lot of old games like that. People do so much to win. Back when I was in high school, I stalked my judge for this competition. And I had a very attractive friend contact him and glaze me so that he would vote for me. What? And he did, and you won first place. Okay, maybe you didn't need to do that. Okay, maybe you did not need to honeypot your judge. Hot take. Maybe you were just good enough, and the honeypotting was completely unnecessary. All right. Carmen, what's your favorite indie game? Indie game. Indie game. I couldn't tell you of all indie games, but I will say my favorite most recent indie games, I would say, are Peak. Peak is an amazing friend swap game. I love it. It's made many, many very happy memories with friends. I really appreciate the developers for enabling that. And also Factorio. Factorio's been really fun. Yes, I like Peak. Peak is a really fun game. Oh, you guys are saying girls aren't any better? If you get hit by 20 billion flowers, if you just get hit by a million floral scents, is it bad? I don't know. I've never walked in a girl's locker room, so I wouldn't know. I don't know. Expedition 33 broke me. That's another game I haven't played. I haven't played Expedition 33. I actually bought it. I have the game. I bought Expedition 33. I bought God of War. Pretty much every game of the year for the past 5 years, I bought it, and I have it in my library. I actually bought Witcher 3 on release, and I never played it. Yeah, I have Witcher 3. Never played it. Bought the DLC and everything. Very sad. And I love Skyrim, so. I know. We'll get to it. We got it. Maybe we'll do more long game series so I can actually play through it. I also have Astro Engineer. I haven't played that too. Astroneer. I got No Man's Sky. I got a lot of space themed games that we could play on stream. I need to do more gaming stuff, but I just like yapping a lot. So I have to find a way to do the two. Maybe I can yap and game at the same time. Maybe I'm talented enough for that. The sugar smell is cloying. Oh, it's is it nauseating? I bet it's stunning, Ugh. The thing about perfumes is if you put too much on, you are the only one who can't tell, right? If you put too much perfume on yourself or scent on yourself or deodorant, you can't tell, but everyone around you can. And it's awful. It's awful that everyone else can smell except for you. Hello, Unk? I'm young and hot. I don't know what you're talking about. Welcome in. Factorio, have you perhaps heard of a mod pack in Minecraft called Star Technology? I've not played Star Technology. I haven't even heard of Star Technology. It sounds like a space Minecraft mod though. That seems fun. Young and supple. Hey, by the time we're old, maybe anti-aging will exist, right? It's possible. It's possible by the time we get old, immortality is a thing, There's this 30-year-old guy who's he's a millionaire who's like investing a ton of money in order to never age. You know what I'm talking about? He's like people call him the IRL vampire. He's like spending millions of dollars in order to find ways to slow down his aging. He's like obsessed with not dying. Kind of mentally ill, but like, yeah, he's doing it. We ain't grown old. You're so right. You're so right. Carbon is eternally 18. I would say I'd like to be eternally early 20s. I think 18 is like my brain's still cooking, you know? Once you like are past 18 for a year or two, a couple years, you start to realize, wow, 18-year-olds are pretty fucking stupid. Sorry you guys who are 18. You'll think the same, don't worry. Isn't 25 the frontal lobe is developed? Yes, that's true. That's true. But I think it's not binary, right? Like your frontal lobe, you feel it developing before you turn 25. It's not like you wake up at 25 with sentience, right? You like slowly start to get a better understanding of yourself. Frontal lobe is 40? No, 40 is too old for a frontal lobe. It's probably like 25, something like that. Well, if you want to hear stuff to make you feel really old, your neuroplasticity, as in how well you're able to form new brain connections, starts decreasing once you're 16. There's a reason why esport players are all in their teens. If once you're past 16, you've peaked in esports because it's such a reactions heavy meta, like a reaction heavy game category or sport category. So esports players are predominantly extremely young, which is why Faker being an old unk is very impressive. But anyway, it's really affecting you. Like age matters the most with gaming. Oh, thank you for updating, Anna. I appreciate it. Set game. Everyone, please don't say your age. Thank you, Light. Thank you. Sorry, I baited them. I'm sorry I baited chat. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not too worried about getting older. I'm actually very happy with where I'm at, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. Yeah. You know, if you joke that you're in elementary school, we're gonna ban you. Actually, we're gonna. well, you know what? Give him a 5-minute timeout. Let's bonk him. Yeah. Actually, yeah. That's a minor. Let's put them in the hyperbolic time chamber. Let him sit in the timeout section. Wow. Yeah, hyperbolic time chamber. They'll age really quickly there, probably. Yeah, I do ask myself sometimes, you know, those people who make Minecraft or Roblox content for kids? I wonder if that's fulfilling for them. Because for me, I would get bored out of my mind. If I'm a grown adult and I'm making content for children, my brain would start rotting. I hear it's very successful and it can be very lucrative, but like, goddamn. Yeah, no, you wouldn't. I know a couple Roblox / Minecraft YouTubers, and I will say they're kind of depressed. But they're also rich. So it's like, do you get rich first and then pay for therapy? Is that the meta? Is the meta to like make money at any cost, and then when you're sad and depressed, you pay for the therapy afterwards with the big stacks of cash that you have? Like, I don't know. I think a lot of things can be solved with money. Either you do it for the money or for the kids. That's true. Maybe some people, like, there are people who genuinely like to see like kids happy and they want to make good content for them. That's true. I really like, guys, PBS Kids. Oh my gosh, I love PBS Kids. When I was growing up, I really liked it. They were super. It was a super amazing channel. There were so many good shows for it, and the people who put a ton of effort into developing it, like huge commendo to them. They were like genuinely people who wanted to make good children's content online, and it's sad that it's not a thing anymore. Like, funding got pulled, animation is trending differently. Now we have things like Cocomelon, which, I mean, I think hot take, I think Coco Melon is not very good for kids. I think it is actually a little too overstimulating. I wonder if anyone here has developmental psychology like backgrounds, if they know. But I hypothesized that the very saturated colors and quick frame cutting of Coco Melon and shows like it reduce attention span. Like, it makes it more difficult when you're a child and learning the world to actually interact with the world in a realistic fashion, right? Like, I'm sure you'll start seeing developmental gaps between kids who watch Coco Melon all day and kids who like color with crayons or play with their hands, or even watch things like Sesame Street, right? Like, Sesame Street is a much more, like, Sesame Street treats you as a thinking individual. They treat you as someone with a brain cell, which is crazy to say, but they do. There's like a plot. They speak to you in full sentences. They have a lesson and moral for each episode that they're doing. But Coco Melon isn't really that. It's like entertainment for the sake of entertainment. It's purely to entertain and entrap people while they're watching it, like capture your eyes anyway. Yeah. What? Oh, I'm just talking about like shows. I just wonder like what that'll happen for developing brains. I think your brain is very precious and you should treat it well. Like, what you consume matters a lot. So garbage in, garbage out is what they say, right? So I try to watch stuff that really makes me happy, and either makes me really happy or I feel like I'm getting good use of time. I never want to regret my time. I never want to be like, I blink and then, whoa, where did all those hours go? What happened? I don't want that. I want to be like, whoa, I had a bunch of fun and time flew by really quickly. I say this as a League of Legends player, by the way, but I genuinely enjoy gaming with my friends and playing that game, even though it is very toxic. It's fun and I enjoy it. I have a lot of fun, and I wouldn't trade it for the world, you know? So I think having that is important, and I'm really grateful for that. Carbon, you should check out old Sesame Street. Old. I have not seen the old episodes. Are they really good or are they bad? They're probably pretty good. Carbon, the frontal lobe develops different for certain people. For women is 24-25. For men is 27-20. Men is 27-28? Does that mean men are stupid longer? What? But you have ADHD. It delays it? ADHD delays it? I did not know that. That's crazy. That kind of makes sense though. I know a lot of I guess I have a lot of friends who are still developing them. OMG, is there such a stream in which Carmen has not mentioned the word league? Yes, probably. I'll do it right now. Won't say it. Never again. I'll stop forever. ADHD men at 34. That's rough. That's a rough 34. Imagine still like trying to figure out yourself like that at 30. Imagine getting your ADHD diagnosis at 34. Damn, that'd be crazy. They're amazing. Even had an episode about talking. Oh, PBS had an episode talking about breastfeeding babies and age-appropriate ways of explaining questions. That's true. Age-appropriate question explaining is really important. I learned that a lot when I was doing physics stuff. Is I would get questions from all sorts of people being like, hey, can you tell me about quantum physics or black holes or space travel and stuff like that? And I'm like, oh, okay. I need to tune my answer to people. I'm bald. Ah! Ah! Hello. Night Kurama, hi. You're gonna be dealing with this shit till you're 34. I think you're probably gonna be dealing with it for longer. Unfortunately, ADHD and stuff like that is gonna be a lifelong thing. There's a lot of things that are lifelong, unfortunately. It's like brushing your teeth. You just got to continually brush your teeth till the day you die. Like there's no other way around it. That's when I started working out. I was like, oh, I have to keep doing this forever. I picked up a weight and I was just like, will I get fit enough and then I can stop? No, it goes on forever. And I was like, what? Forever? I can't do that. No. Just get dentures. You are actually onto something. So there in certain cultures it used to be a thing where people would coat their entire mouth with like a tar, like a black tar thing, and it would harden their teeth, and it would make it so they're immune to cavities, and they wouldn't have to brush their teeth. They would just coat their entire mouth permanently with black tar, and it would preserve their teeth forever. And it was considered a thing of beauty in like certain cultures. And we don't do that anymore. Like I don't think any cultures do that anymore. But it was a thing that happened. Yeah. Actually, let me see if I can find a picture for you. It's a thing. So hey, if you want to stop brushing your teeth, you could. What is it? What is it? I'm trying to find it. It is iron paint. They use iron paint in order to blacken their teeth. It's not tar. It was a rite of passage. Is it good though? Let's see. I'm reading right now. Oh my gosh, there's like whole research articles about this. Teeth blackening or teeth lacquering is a custom of dyeing one's teeth black. It's most predominantly popular in Southeast Asian and Oceanic cultures, particularly among Austronesian peoples. Okay. And it's done during puberty. It's a sign of maturity and beauty. Oh, and here's a woman from Myanmar. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if this is beautiful to you, but it is to them. It is to their culture. Here we go. This is from Wiki. Look at that. Damn, that's crazy. That's wow. I don't personally think it's beautiful, but you know what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and it does make their teeth a little more durable, quite a bit. So they like lacquer their teeth, and they get it when they're teenagers. The world is such a crazy place. Human culture is crazy. Like we be doing the wackiest shit. You know what's one thing? Did you know human attraction to? Okay, this is way too much TMI. Did you know the male attraction to boobs is scientifically it's confirmed a condition? It's a societal construct. The fact that humans, like guys, like boobs or some of them like boobs, it's a social construct. Like if you poll different countries and like different cultures that are far removed from Western influence, they actually don't feel the same way. They act like they're not guaranteed to find boobs attractive. It's a Western societal construct, but it feels so strong in like, sorry, this is a self-outing. It feels strong in my own brain, and I'm like, whoa, I'm actually just a simp for societal constructs. I'm just a slave to what the mainstream media is telling me. I'm like, whoa, my head. Is there such thing as free will? Who knows? Pecs better, not gonna lie. Attraction to male pecs is also a societal construct. All right. Yeah. So human like psychology is weird, very strange. I know. Sorry, you're not protected. Part of it is also because we have sex in missionary. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Sorry, I didn't read that chat message at the time. Whoa, we got a little flustered. Oh, sorry. Whoa. Sorry, get flustered easily. Someone told me to play Love in Deep Space because I get embarrassed quickly. I'm sorry. I'm a nerd, okay? I don't deal with that stuff. Oh, welcome back, people. Makes sense. The only purpose of breasts biologically is for feeding and taking care of babies. Doesn't make sense why they should be sexual at all. That's true. There's a lot of things that just like don't make sense at all, and we treat it in a certain way. You welcome back? Oh yeah, no, don't worry. Welcome back. It's nice. Oh, you put my stream on speaker? Oh no. Actually, I try to be pretty good. About it. Why do men have pecs anyway? I don't know. I think it's just a thing. I will say, like, human genetics are weird. Like, pec sizes vary so much between guys and different guys. I actually have a pec problem. For some reason, I guess I'm just very genetically disposed to have large pecs, and they grow very quickly when I start working out. Like, I'll change entire shirt sizes. So I have like a huge array of shirts because, like, when I start hitting gym season, my body type changes dramatically very quickly, and I'm just like, whoa, what the heck? But then I have another friend who does not. They're like consistently the same size throughout the year. But for me, it's like actually annoying. It's actually like I have different sizes of shirts. Also, Carvin has man breasts. Only sometimes. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. The body's weird. There's a lot of weird stuff out there. Oh my goodness. One thing that I'm really looking forward to, I am looking forward to seeing some of my friends. Apparently they've been like really gymming it up. They've been gymming recently. And I'll go see them next week. Next week we'll be flying, going to say hi to them. It's been a while. So I've been talking about this trip for a long time. They also got mad at me. I told them during my week-long stay hanging out with them, I said, hey, I might have to go leave to do some VTubing stuff. And they were like, Carbon, I want to spend more time with you. And I was like, what? I'm spending literally the entire week with you. Relax. And they're like, no, we have so much to catch up on. We haven't caught up in years. And I was just like, gosh, clingy ass friends. They're very sweet though. I'm excited to see all of them. We have a lot of stuff planned, and we're gonna eat seafood. We're gonna go see all the stuff, and I'm gonna take a bunch of photos and videos. I'm still figuring out how to record without catching too many reflections, but I might just dress up in a dinosaur suit. You know what I should do? I should go on Amazon. I should buy one of those like blow up T-Rex dolls, like the T-Rex suits that you have for Halloween. I should just wear one of those and go through the entire aquarium wearing a dino suit. You think that would work? But then I would have to see everything through that little stinky ass window thing. I don't know. Maybe. Men have pecs because when the fetus is formed in the womb, it starts out with female chromosomes until a later stage, and the rest of the biology of the fetus is determined, which is why men have nipples. Oh, I see. That's true. Everyone's a woman by default. That's a funny thing to think about. Yeah, people are woman by default, and then their chromosomes change later on. Use a circular polarization filter on the camera to minimize glare. Satsu! You're so right! I should use a polarization filter so that the glare doesn't bounce off. Oh my god, physics, optical physics. You're so smart, because the light that bounces off of the glass is polarized light. So if I have a polarization filter and only take an unpolarized light, I won't have the glare. Oh my, you're a genius. You're an optical physicist. Crazy. Okay. Damn. I remember my electrodynamics class. How could I forget? How could I forget Maxwell's equations? My bad. Carbon, do you have any other backgrounds? Oh, you mean like backgrounds for the screen? Yeah, I do. You want to see some? Oh, I have this one from when I was doing Japan stuff. I had this little 7-Eleven one. Let's see what else I got. See what other backgrounds I have. I have a few more. Was this one? What's this one? Oh, this is like a jungle one. Oh, this is one of the backgrounds that I used when I was using a satellite to stream. Do you remember? I had to be in the middle of nowhere and I was on generator power and using a satellite. Oh, good times. Hella stressful. Yeah. I had to do that. Let's see, what other fun backgrounds did I have? Oh my gosh, I remember this one. This is my New Year's background. This is one of the things that I got for New Year's when I did like my New Year's stream that everyone didn't like me doing because I specifically said I wouldn't do a New Year's stream, and then I did one anyway. Yeah. I still have this. Yeah, that's awesome. I did do that. I was streaming very remotely, and during the Christmas season I had to go travel for workies, and because I was so far out and very remote, it was for you could probably infer, actually I won't tell you too much, but I was traveling for a very specific, very exciting reason, and it was very remote. And because it was very remote, I didn't actually have access to internet or electricity, so I had to do satellite internet and generators in order to power myself, and it was great. Going out and filming when it's later in the afternoon, evening also helps minimize glare. True. Less bright lights. Yuki, you still have your streak? Goddamn, flexing on us. Okay. I'm looking to see what else I got. What other backgrounds do I have? Oh, I also have this one. I like this one a lot. Oh my gosh, it's too big now. It's too big. Let me minimize this. It's actually one of my favorite backgrounds. It's an OG. No, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, I got it. I'm pulling it back. Boop, boop. I love this one. This is a good one. This is a nice background. I like this one. You know what? It needs a little bit of blur. I think that's what it does. It needs a little bit of blur. If it's unblurred, it's not quite the same. There we go. That's good. I like this. This is nice. This is pretty. It does make me feel like I'm in like a greenery section of the station. Yeah. Karma, are you familiar with object shows? I don't know an object show. What's Planck's constant? I don't know. 6 point something. I forgot. I'm a fraud. I actually don't remember my constants very well. Sometimes I do. But I haven't had to use Planck's for a while. I once had an idea of using IR transparent black acrylic to face shield that blocks light. What? But allows IR cameras to see your face for VTubing outdoors. What the heck? That's crazy. I guess you could do that. That would work theoretically. There's a lot of like processing and software that goes into that stuff though. Oh my gosh, hello King, hi. Okay, let's see. I think we had a good stream run. I want to keep streams relatively short. Well, I guess I could just keep yapping with you guys. Do you guys like yapping with me, even if we don't have any plan and it's just me hanging out with you? I'm trying to do a few of these more. Like kind of just silly. Just like, hey, what's up? What are you up to? What are you doing? Yeah, you do? Okay. I don't know. Oh, I gotta drink water. Gotta drink water. Important. Yaps are always fun. That's good. I'm glad. Oh, another update that I've been doing recently is I started a friend server again. So I'm kind of a little nervous about it, but I started doing a content server. I started making a Discord server for me and a bunch of other streamer friends, and I'm just like, hey guys, let's go hang out and talk about nerdy stuff. And apparently I'm the only person who thinks extremely deeply about like certain content things and looks at other people's stuff and writes like essays. You remember when I told you guys about how I was getting into to blogging? You know how I was like doing like some scientific blogging? Well, it kind of became infectious, and I started writing entire article blog posts about like how I feel about VTubing, like different archetypes of content and what things I like and what things I don't like. I don't know. I'm just really nerdy about it. Okay, I like looking at the numbers and what people are consuming and what type of creators fall into what sort of categories. Maybe I'm a scientist. Maybe that's why. But I've been doing that, and I started a little Discord channel, and I started like writing the stuff in there and started posting that, and people seem to like it. They seem to enjoy it. I wonder though if they think I'm weird. I think they might think I'm weird. They might be like, whoa, this guy's like overcomplicating it, which is true. It's true. I'm overthinking it, but I do it because it's fun. I like it. How's Hebe? She is sleeping right next to me. I have my cat nearby. I got a cat. If you guys don't know, I got a little glorp of my own, and she's very adorable. She's just cuddling on the couch right now. I gave her a heated blanket, so she's all melted. She's like melted with a heated blanket. You're just smart. I don't think it's a smart thing. I think it's just I want to know. Like I like measuring stuff, you know. I like understanding it, and I think human psychology is one of those things that is so weird to understand and learn. Like most recently, I had a short about facial expressions that I posted on TikTok, and it's doing kind of well. And the reason why it's doing well is because its viewer retention graph is really high. Like I have like a 50% watch time on it, which is not normal for TikTok. Like normally what happens for viewership graphs is you get, okay, sorry, I'm explaining viewer graphs to you. Hey, you guys want to see okay, I'm gonna tell you about viewer graphs, all right? What it normally, you know what? Actually, should I pull up Paint? Fuck it. I'm pulling out Microsoft Paint. Fuck you. You're calling me a nerd? Well, you haven't seen shit. I'm pulling out the real nerd shit now. All right? Pulling out Paint. Yeah, screw you. Why is Paint black? What's happening? Oh, I think it's a capture method. There we go. Okay. Here's Windows Paint. All right. Okay. This is a graph. This is video length. Video length. Okay. And then this is views or yes. No, actually I won't call this views. Number of people still watching. Oh god, that's so, don't ignore my Dr. Ray handwriting. Okay, so we got video length and we got number of people still watching. For most videos, as someone who's made a lot of shorts, what most videos look like is they look like this. Okay, they look like this. So you at the very top end you have 100% of people, and then near the bottom you're getting like 20 to like 10% of people are still watching, right? You get a huge drop off right at the beginning because people start watching it and they're like, I don't like this. Actually, fuck you in particular. You suck. And they swipe away. Most people, they don't get hooked for it and then they leave. And then it flat lines later on. It flat lines over here at this section, mainly because once they start watching, they're hooked in. They like to continue watching, right? They want to see what's happening. They want to see the end. They've already committed this much time. So usually you like plateau near the end, and at the top there's a very aggressive trade-off. For shorts and TikToks that go viral, they look entirely different. They look so different. And instead of the exponential drop off, what you see is you see something like this. This is the curve. Like you'll have like most people are tuned in at the beginning and they don't swipe away. And it's a very flat actually. They're like, ooh, I actually kind of like this. And they keep watching and they barely leave. And that's like that's the ideal graph. And if you see this graph, your short or TikTok is guaranteed like at least a couple 100,000 views. It's gonna go viral pretty much. Meaning like for some reason you've hit some part of human psychology that makes people really want to watch this. And they gotta stick through it. And it's generally accessible. So every time the a short gets recommended to a new person, they're like, whoa, I like this too, which is wild. So both the AI that's recommending the short and the short itself has to be good enough, because no matter how good your like Minecraft parkour edit is, if it gets suggested to a Fortnite player, you're kind of cooked, right? Or if it gets suggested to a 60-year-old grandma who's only interested in travel content in Florida, your Minecraft content is not going to do well. So it is partially up to the platform as well. So there's like some RNG there. Like sometimes the platform gets it wrong, but sometimes it gets it right. And if it gets it right and your video is like matches the demographic perfectly, you can get a beautiful graph like this. Yeah, that's my sorry. That's my graph nerds. That's me talking about TikTok via graphs. Now I want a decent sample size and make an extensive Excel sheet. I could do that. You know what I can do? I can compile all my TikToks and their performance in little graphs for you. I like talking about this sort of stuff. It's fun for me. Some people don't like looking at it though, but I do. I think it's nice. Good morning, professor. Me? A professor? Nah, I'm not. I'm just a silly astronaut. Please. This person has information from how to make rockets to TikTok viewer graphs. I guess that's true, huh? I guess that's true. I did tell some of my VTuber friends, I'm like, hey, if you guys wanted to collab and you want me to tell you guys about the moon landing, like the upcoming moon launches, I can tell you about it. I know all about it. And they're like, really, Carvin? I'm like, yeah, I can tell. If you want me, I can tell you how the rocket engines work. But if that's too complicated, I can just tell you what a moon is. I was like, hey, it's a sliding scale. If you want me to do a collab with you and explain the moon launch, you have to choose between, I want to know how the RS-25 hydrogen oxygen fuel rockets work versus, hey, what's a moon? So we'll see who takes me up on that offer. I'll ping the Discord server when I do collabs. If I do one, you might get to see me try to explain rocket science to a bunch of like Zoomers. That might be fun. I can do it. I promise, probably. Here's the Discord server link, by the way, if you wanted it. Generally, this is why I like watching you. Such a wide demographic of info. I just like collecting it. I'm a little hoarder. Okay, I'm a little info hoarder. I like getting my little info thing, and then I like sharing it to you, like a weird special interest kid who's like, hey, look at this shiny rock I found. Look at my shiny rock. Isn't it so cool and shiny? That's how I feel. Oh, Titan! Whoa, Titan, welcome. Oh, well, you've been here. Thank you for the 5 gifted. What the heck? Thank you, Titan. What the heck, Mr. Champ? You're always so nice. You don't have to be, but thank you. Oh, and thank you, Carbonauts, for thanking the gifters. I appreciate it. It's very nice. We gotta appreciate the people who help fund the space station. Oh my God, bottles are so expensive. An interesting thing would be hidden stuff that the public should know about but hasn't been taught yet. What do you mean? Oh, like things that we should know but that people commonly don't know? I'm trying to think. What are things that you should know but most people don't? I guess they're mostly like health related things, right? Like you probably shouldn't eat too much fish skin. Like if you go out and eat a bunch of fish, most mercury is condensed in the fish skin itself. So if you want to reduce your mercury intake, which is poisonous, you can avoid eating fish skins. Yeah, so that's like one of the things you could do. Tax? Okay, I don't know how to do taxes. I'm sorry. I'm a science guy, not a rule following audit guy. Okay, fuck the IRS. All my homies hate the IRS. Actually, they kind of fund important stuff for the government, but like, I don't know. Tax laws is hard. Oh, about college admissions. True, I could do college admissions. I was thinking about bringing psych in. You guys want to know how to get into medical school? I can tell you. I can bring in the Dr. VTuber, and we can do like the super archetypal how to get into medical school path. I can teach you guys how to get into a good college because I did college admissions, and then psych can tell you guys how to get into med school. That'd be fun. We can do the high school to med school path with 2 very overqualified people. I yes, please, I beg you. I need to get into med school. Really? Would you like that? Would you like a med school stream? Okay. I'll think about it. Let me ask them and see if they would be down. I think they would be. No one in your community is college admissions because we're all graduated. Guys, way to make me feel useless. I'm sorry. You don't have to be college educated to be a carbon viewer. You don't have to have a college degree to be a carbonaut. Am I that unapproachable? Is the content I make so intimidating that people feel that they need to have a college STEM degree in order to interact with me? I've been told that by other VTubers, actually. Some other VTubers have come up to me and like, Carmen, you've always scared me. Like your stuff is a little weird. And I'm just like, bro, please no. For TikTok content, you can do that? True. I guess I could do it for TikTok. For streaming, that's another issue. Apparently it's my vocabulary too. Apparently the way I speak is different. Like the words that I use is different than like an average streamer, but I don't know. I think my vocabulary is pretty normal. Normal. It is within standard distribution. It is well within the binomial distribution, the first standard deviation. Yes, you talk less brain rotted. No, I'm brain rotted. Please, Roblox players, I'm brain rotted just like you. Please, I need the views. Please. I'm kidding. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to do. I want to set goals with the community. I think it's really fun to like. I realize that rooting. Okay. I'm out here trying to bare my heart. Gosh. I realized that sharing my goals of like where I want to go and where we're driving our little ship to would be fun. So I'm thinking, you know what, for the Carbonauts, I should like set like some community goals. You know, like how idols, when they first debut, they're like, this is what my goals are, and you like root for them to do it. I'm like, I kind of want to do that. So let me think. I have to think what I want in life though, and that's hard. Okay, that's hard. Imagine your high school teacher coming up to you and be like, what do you want to be in 5 years? You know, fuck, you get an existential crisis too. The CubeSat. Oh man, no, that's too big of a goal. That's too far away. I don't know. It's so scary. I'd love to send a satellite, but it's big. It's a big goal. Are you turning to a K-popper? Maybe. I mean, okay, maybe I've been consuming too much K-pop content. Okay? You need to aim high? Literally? You want me to aim for literal space? There's a difference between aiming high and literally aiming for space, okay? Get out of my culture, you non-Korean. Whoa, K-pop is made for everyone, okay? Yo, you act like it is an atrocity for me to enjoy anime and K-pop. Joke's on you. I'm gonna enjoy it anyway. Carmen, I'm working on your New Year's resolution, but sadly you can't quit your shitty job until May. That's okay. Sometimes it takes a while. It's what your resolution is just a suggestion. It's like a goal, you know? If things change as you pursue it, that's okay. That happens to me all the time. I like change my goals midway. I personally aim low so I can always be slightly above my expectations. My approach is I bite off way more than I can chew, and then I choke on it. I'm the type of person who is way bigger eyes than stomach. My eyes are way bigger than my stomach, so I will take every club, every extra project under the moon, under the sun, and then I'll be like, oh my god, it's too much, and I go bleh. But at the end of it, I am happier because I feel like I challenged myself, you know? What's your favorite rocket? I can't tell you that. There's a new experimental rocket design coming out, and all I'll say is it involves rotating explosives. but it's technically classified. And it's really cool though. I really like it. It's my favorite rocket. But if I told you, the government would shoot me. But yes, you can look up rocket engines. There's a new rocket engines that are kind of coming up. So I can't really talk too much about it. Teehee. Welcome to Carbon Stream. Sometimes you get fun science facts. Sometimes you get government secrets. Frank gonna get him. No. No. I'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. I gotta be punctual. I gotta be on top of things. There's stuff I need to do. Regular viewers are in the watch list. Stop! You guys are baiting me. You're baiting me into conversating more. This is slippery slope. I'm really bad at ending stream. I usually say I'm ending stream, and then it's like 30 minutes of more yapping. Like it's like I leave the house to go to say goodbye, and you're like, no, you forgot this thing. And then as I go back to go forget the thing, you're like, hey, would you like another cup of coffee before you go? And I'm like, yeah, you know what, sure. And then we end up yap. Oh, now you're just saying bye to me. Okay, you know what? Fine. You're so right. Okay. Let me go find someone to raid. I'm looking. Let's see who's streaming. All right. Okay. I'm thinking. Oh, let me end on YouTube. Wait. Can we say bye to YouTube? Bye YouTube. I'll see you guys later. Okay. I'm gonna go find someone on Twitch. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a good fun. I hope you liked the presentation. I hope you like hanging out with me. I'll see you later. Bye. YouTube. Bye. Oh, it's so cute that you guys say bye to each other.